what's up? So recently at work, if you follow me on Facebook, you'll have seen there was a giant freaking spider in the guard room. It was terrifying. Oh my god. So I'm going to share with you guys some times where my arachnophobia got the better of me. So this first story happened when I was about 13 years old or so. I had come home from school, and my brother went to a friend's house, my sister went to a friend's house, and I just went home. And I remember going into the kitchen, probably to get like a snack or something, you know, whatever kids do after school. And as I was headed out of the kitchen, between me and the doorway was like this little black spider. And I froze, and I was just like, oh my god, what do I do? So I'm staring at the spider, and I'm like, I cannot function. So I start kind of like looking around for something to like throw at it or squish it with, like a broom or something, and I turn right, I look back, and it's like gone. I'm like, oh my god, where'd it go? And I see it scurrying into like the pantry. Like it goes under the pantry door and goes in the pantry. I'm just like, well, time to burn this house down. Really run out the front door. Like I run out the kitchen, run out the front door, shut the door behind me, and I just hang out outside for about an hour until one of my parents came home. Because I was too terrified to be in the house, because there was a spider on the loose and I had no idea where he would actually have gotten to at this point. He could be anywhere. I'm deathly afraid of spiders. Okay? Like, so the second time that I had a serious arachnophobia attack was like 5 years ago or so. I was over at my partner's house, and we watched a couple of movies. I'd been over there for a couple of hours, and we were going to get ready to leave, and he opens the front door, and outside his front door are two very tall bushes, okay? And between those bushes was a quarter-sized spider that had built a 3-foot freaking web, like, effectively blocking us in. And I start freaking out. I'm like, I can't handle this. And he's like, don't worry, I'll take care of it. But my partner has always had an eye for the artistic, so he's like, let me go get my camera. I want to take a couple pictures, because when will I have an opportunity like this again? Which he was right. So I let him take a couple pictures. There's actually enough room between the front door and the web for him to have gone outside, to throw behind him and start taking pictures. Why he did that, I don't know, whatever. So I'm in the living room, and I'm kind of pacing back and forth. I'm pacing and slowly dying inside. Every time I take a step away from the front door, I don't take any steps back towards it. Slowly working my way into the kitchen, because I'm so afraid of the spider that I can't walk any closer to the door than I already am. So now I'm in the kitchen, and I'm just like pacing back and forth, and at this point I am sobbing, I am panicking, I am freaking out, and I have no way of getting my partner because I can't walk towards the door, and my phone is on the couch. So I'm freaking out, I'm crying, I'm panicking. It was so bad. It was so bad. I was legit like just having a complete and total freak out. And then after a couple minutes of this, he walks back into the house, and he's like, you know, are you okay? And I'm like, no, obviously not. I'm just put my camera down. You know, these things are expensive. I'm just gonna go put it in my room and I'll be right back down. I'm so panicked that I'm like frozen inside myself, okay? Like I can't really move. He goes upstairs, and honestly, the next thing that I really remember is standing in the living room. I'm not hyperventilating, I'm just very calm, and I'm holding a paper towel in my hand. And he comes downstairs and he's like, are you okay? And I was like, I'm just holding this paper towel, and I was like, my face was wet. I haven't Mind you, I haven't wiped my face, I haven't dried my face, I haven't wiped away my tears. I'm just holding this paper towel. Once I kind of like came out of shock of being back in the living room, while I was panicking, I just had this thought of my face is wet and that there were paper towels just out of reach. And I took a step towards the front door to grab a paper towel. And I guess when I did that, it just sort of like broke the panic attack, and I was fine. So the last story I have for you is not really a story of something that's happened to me, like a one particular time event, like a one-time event, but this is something that happens to me whenever I don't sleep. So I do suffer from insomnia, which really sucks because I also work third shift, so sometimes it's really hard to get sleep. Insomnia, I don't mean like, oh, I only got a couple of hours of sleep, like, no. I have been awake for up to 96 hours at one time. And I will make that video, but that story's not for right now. So, what happens when I don't sleep for a couple of days, or if I'm sleeping very, very little for like a week or two, I'll start hallucinating. Which is very common because, you know, your brain is all kinds of messed up when you don't sleep. And what my brain has decided is its go-to hallucination is, of course, spiders. So, it's bad. But it is one of the ways that I know that I haven't been sleeping, because I'll start hallucinating spiders and I'll be like, oh, I need to go take an Ambien tonight. I need to get some actual sleep. It's absolutely terrifying. For example, without my glasses, I'm legally blind. I cannot see. My eyesight's so bad that, like, if I go to get a new pair of glasses, it takes a month to get my glasses because nobody carries the blanks for my prescription. They have to get, like, shipped in from, like, Tennessee or Texas or something, and they get special ordered. It's a whole nightmare. So I was in bed one night trying to sleep. Of course my glasses are off. I see this spider just like dropping down from the ceiling, and this thing is both huge and tiny. Let me explain. The body of the spider was like the size of a pinhead, and its legs were pencil line thin, but its leg span made this thing the size of a freaking dinner plate. So I like bolt up out of bed, and then I look back at the ceiling to like try to gauge where it is, and it's gone. And I started having a moment of panic, and then I realized a couple things. One, it's pitch black in the room. Two, I don't think there's a spider that actually exists with those kind of proportions. And three, I'm not wearing my glasses. So I just sort of stopped there for a second. And I'm staring at the wall. And I realized I haven't slept for like 2.5 days. So I was probably hallucinating. It was legit terrifying, and whenever I don't sleep well, whenever I'm like overtired or overstressed, that is my go-to hallucination. Every speck of dirt, every like floating dust particle in the air, every tiny piece of leaf that goes skittering across the sidewalk literally turns into a freaking spider, and it is absolutely terrifying for me. I hate it so much, so freaking much. Anyways, those are just a couple of stories about times that my life has been terrorized by arachnids, and yeah, I've made leaps and bounds when it comes to spiders. I don't necessarily insist they have to die, but they don't get to live in my house. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Here is this week's spotlight. If you'd like to be spotlighted in my next video, head over to my Twitter and hit me up. Start a conversation, and you could get a shout out in the next video. So thank you all for watching, and remember, vaccines save lives. Bye!